How are you going to use Ted Bolster this week? You know, working him back in. How are you going to use him this week?
You know, he did good last game. Didn't have catches, but he did, from a blocking perspective, played extremely hard. I think he had about a half dozen, you know, getting his guy on the ground, knockdowns, whatnot. So he missed a boatload. He missed about 18 practices. So he's kind of playing his way back in. Well, he's got some catching skills that we can protect and deliver it to him. You know, we'll just kind of keep, you know, he'll be in our one-back set when we get our one tight end set. And Max will compliment him. He'll play a little bit. He's playing more, though. And he did okay. I don't think he had any catches, but he did okay last week.
Through the first couple games, how's that group? I know people talk about the offensive line, but have the tight ends graded out in your eyes?
Oh, pretty bad. About half. So they ought to be about 70–75% of the time getting it right. 3 out of 4, 2 out of 3. We're about half and a half. So we're doing okay. We need to play better.
Nick Freeland.
And that's a big part no one realizes. You think when you can't run, it's the line. I mean, those tight ends are always at the point of attack. If they're not their backside in the critical cutoff block, we use them. Our pick the other night, a guy was coming off a tight end and hit the quarterback or hurried the quarterback, and it was a tight end guy. And you see a guy getting hit, and you say that's the offense. It was a tight end that actually broke down there. So those tight ends are more critical. Like the line gets all the credit and blame, the quarterback gets all the credit and blame. Those complementary pieces really help them or hurt them. And we need our tight end group to keep coming along.
Nick Freeland kicked off in game 1, wasn't around in game 2. What's his story?
He got hurt a knee last week. He was going to have got an ACL deal, and he'll be probably out for the year.
Okay.
Did you ever find out on Hager as well? Is he also?
Well, they're going to do surgery, and I guess as you go through surgery, I think the assumption is they go through. It will be prepared. It is going in with the MRI saying it's going to be an ACL. It's going to be repairable unless they get in it. It's different once they get there. More than 9 out of 10, it is what it is, and it is that deal. And both of those will probably be those 4 to 6 month deals that will glitch their years.
You like
any talk about medical red shirts for either? I don't know what the process is.
I don't know. You got to be hurt twice.
Okay.
And Hager could get one. I'm assuming since he was hurt in 2 consecutive years, and I don't know if he played enough last year, as late as it was. There's a process to get that, and then I don't know where. But in 2 injuries like that, sometimes it's year 5 going to 6. Sometimes those guys are past that. So we'll ask, but I'm of a strong opinion he probably is maybe one. I think he needs a class to graduate now. I think he's planning to be done. December and gone as far as moving on to the next chapter. So unless there's a real change of heart, if he wants to pursue that, we'll talk about it. But he came back. He actually could have graduated and not came back, and he worked to come back. And as soon as you come back, and I wasn't here, but it's not like last year. The first chance he got to play, he got hurt in that game. Now the first chance this game. So I don't know if it's if he feels like maybe it's worth pursuing. I haven't talked about that. We're just trying to get through the procedure and see where it is first.
You said you weren't happy with how they practiced on Monday. The past couple of days, how they responded.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, to me, it's always, you figure it out by the way you play. And so I'm just always into when it's not right, I don't point a bunch of fingers, but I'm busting my tail and working and trying to have a great attitude and scratching and clawing. I like to see players doing that, and sometimes I think we got guys still waiting. I think we have too many reactionary people instead of proactive, and that's not my style. And I don't like where we are, and I don't like the results, and I don't like the statistical places we're at, and I'm working hard to fix it, whether it be scheme change, personnel change. And if I'm a player, if I don't like the way we're playing, I'd like to see some greater effort, and pick up your practice habits. And because apparently what we've been doing is not quite good enough yet, and I'm sure we can all do better. So I'm always into not having excuses, not having reasons why, then we can always do better and move forward. And that's the way we started Monday. I mean, it's been okay, but we'll see. Proof been to put in when you start playing. And so,
have you seen energy progress throughout the week?
A little bit, but again, is that phony or genuine? It seems good, but and we're trying not to be cheerleaders, so we'll see.
How exactly did Freeland hurt himself?
Just playing it and running, playing it, and just
playing it and just went. Okay.
Most of those ACLs, not most, but sometimes the guy will be standing there and straight-legged, and get. That's why we're talking about bending your knees, moving your feet. And, he's standing there, but he was just running. I think it just plant. Then when he did, just gave in, and I think that's very similar to what happened to Josh. I mean, that happens more than you want.